Hey, hold on. Good evening, family. Good evening. Welcome. It's gonna be first of two live streams I'll be doing. We're gonna wait for some people to come in. Let's watch out for each other. Talk about other people adopting our children and using them. All right. Get you out of here. While we wait for some more people to come in, um, glad everybody's doing all right. This gonna be like a somewhat like I said, a short live, but it's gonna be yeah, what's going on? I don't know you Hector, but you saying some, day and everything. So what's going on, oh reliable? Um, we're gonna wait for some more people to get and come in. I'm glad everything's all right with you. Yeah, man, we don't play them type of games, Hector. We don't play them type of games. You come to respect my channel. If you don't want to, you don't respect, I will get you out. I will get him out. You respect my channel. If you don't respect my channel, I will get you out. I don't play no games on this channel. Roddy Chica, 59. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna do another live 9:30, the aftermath. So I want y'all definitely get your pen and paper. I'm really gonna dig in. If y'all don't know, we did Man's Talk last night. It was successful. Our last Man Talk of the year. Better day to come. Ryan Clark, thanks for coming. What question you asked? Because I take it like what question you asking? I don't understand that question. That's why I had to delete that. You just find out what's going on. That's it. We're gonna wait for some more people to come in. I'm gonna tell you a certain thing I've been through, and we're gonna talk about adopting our children. I mean, different nationality, adopting our children. That's also. Oh, thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Other side of 40 with Sister. Thanks for coming. That Astrocentric. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Astrocentric. I hope you have time tonight because I'm doing another live, the aftermath. I really want, if you can, I really want you to be on the panel of that one tonight, 9:30. Um, but I'm glad you're here. We're gonna wait for some more people to come in. Um, again, it's gonna be another live, 9:30, the aftermath. Nah, there's a couple doctors. Oh, okay, I got you. You should explain that. You should explain that. I'm the underrated doctor. I'm that. All right, you have a good night. And but we're gonna talk about this first. We'll wait for some more people to come in. Um, thank you. The grinder. Yes, yes, yes. You know I know time. I miss you last night, Atrocentric. We had our last man talk of the other year. It was good. It was very good. Oh, family, let me see what's going on. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. No problem, Hector. All right. No problem. No problem. You good? But I have to let you know how I run how I run my platform. And I want you to understand that. And for big back what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also the other side of 40 with Sister Krista, I want you to come back to my other live 9:30. That's based on a true story. Afrocentric, you know what I'm talking about. So want you to join that, but we're gonna wait for like another 5 minutes, and then we're gonna talk about this and everything. I'm gonna talk about why I was away for almost a month. I said about a month. I'm gonna go a little bit and everything. Um, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna get some people in and everything. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep y'all on this live stream for long. No, I'm not gonna do that. Thank you. Let's get them lights up, family. Let's get them lights up. Very much appreciated. Um, hold on, family. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Okay, you go check on the replay, but yeah, if you get like on the second one, that'd be very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Gonna wait for some more people to come in before I continue. I hope everybody's doing all right. I hope happy holidays to everybody. Miss Class 26. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Classy 26. Um, 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 let's get to know each other in the chat. Miss Classy, also I got another live at 9:30. I want you to check that out too. It's the aftermath. You would get what I'm saying. I want this is based on a true story. So we'll wait for some more people come in. I don't know. I'm gonna have a panel on here. I don't know, but it depends. So wait for some more people to come in. And I know YouTube is on some strict stuff now, so we got to be real careful how we language, how we talk to each other. And it's sad, but it's true. Um, Ryan Clark. Salute to you, brother. Yeah, it is, yup. So I mean, if y'all say a certain way that violate them, they can actually take people away from your channel and also downside. So you gotta be real careful. So I'm just saying, just support each other. I see. Thank you so much. Um, like that. I see was the one post the what I was talking about last night that I did a few months ago, and that's gonna be the aftermath tonight. Not this one, but the 9:30 prime time. That's be aftermath. Welcome, IC. How you feel today? Well, so that's what I can say for. I'm not gonna be long on this live. I'll probably be about a little more than an hour, probably a little more than an hour, maybe 45 minutes, a little more than an hour, and that's it. And then, I want you to get yours. I want the same people that in here. I want you to come back at 9:30 because it's really it's going to be this is true story. So, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna deal with this though. I'm good, thank you. I really am. I'm looking forward, Queen IC, do these two bangers. Yeah, do you two bangers. Oh yeah. Get your pen and paper tonight for the second lot. So what we gonna talk about? You know what? There's already people here and everything, so we're gonna talk about this. I was away because I had to take care of some personal things, you know. So it's as I got side. I ain't gonna say I was sidetracked, but I was down and stuff. But I took care of it, and I'm back. And got something to do with the household, something to do with the job and stuff like that. So I take care of that. So I take care of that. Make sure that and it goes to show that sometimes that yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. I'm gonna make sure when it's over, I'm gonna go support Sonny too. For while till mine start back up 9:30, definitely. So when I was going through my thing, it was this young Mexican young man named Carlos, and he from South. I mean, not Mexican. I'm sorry, he's from South America. I'm sorry, he's from South America. Like I said, Mexican, South America. And the ones who adopted him, they was white, and I guess he was acting out and stuff like they put him in programs, but there wasn't no love there, and so they figured they tired him, they kicked him out, and I'll never forget. I was in the library. I was reading some stuff, and he had a jacket on, but he ain't had no hat. And so what I did, I gave my hat, my only winter hat. What's going on, Nikki? Welcome. Um, oh yeah, my doom shot is that's my mods. Anybody that disrespect, get them out. No questions asked. And despite I was going through a lot myself, and and I gave my number to tell them to call me, let me know I'm all right. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Afrocentric. But that's how I am. He wasn't even 18. He was not even 18. and got kicked out, and then Malik Omar, Mr. Malik Omar. No problem, no problem. No, yeah, you're right. I did say at the mansion I was gonna do it 6:30, but I did some food shopping, Malik. I was shopping for tomorrow and plus Christmas, and I got thrown off. I'm sorry, but I did. But so yeah, it'd be 9:30. Okay, thank you. No problem, Malik. And I need your support, Malik, because I want you to be on the panel tonight. But press, let's get them lights up, fam. Let's get them lights up on them. Get them lights on it. Very much appreciated. And I haven't heard from him. And I hope he was all right. And so yes, Malik. Be safe out there, brother. And my mind been on him for a while now. Want to know what happened to him? I know last time I talked to him, he was straight there in the library. He was saying that that his parents say he didn't come home, but he ain't had no money, and parents should always have a communication with their child, no matter if it's not theirs. And I'm going to go get into adopting our children in a few minutes, but I definitely would like to talk more about this. That sometimes that there are people out there, they just take these kids from different parts of the world and come to the house so they could yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, see, in Virginia is like that. Yeah, so yeah, and that is all about the money, and then sometimes when they take them in, they think they live in this royalty and stuff. They have them living in closets, dirty rooms. They have them be the servants to serve the other people when they had their banquets and meetings and all that. They give them scraps. And so that's all. So if you take a child that never have nothing, they figure, oh yeah, I'm getting the best here. You can't fault them for that. Because that's how this is per system have us. Especially humanity. And we have to understand that. And when Carlos was telling me this, he was telling me they put program. And it wasn't really no love. I said, do you think they love you? Oh, wow. I'm sorry about that. And and that's why it's like sometimes now how these agencies, how they be running, they don't double check how these people is, because these people, and I'm talking about other nationalities, they just see dollar signs. They don't care. They don't have no care for that child. And when that child gets older, become adult, they feel used anyway, so they got to survive. And I know people say, but they don't supposed to do this and that. But how they supposed to do it? It's all about surviving. Cat, PY2. Peace, my brother. Peace, my brother. Tonight, 9:30, the aftermath. After this, the second one. So, yeah, you're right, Afrocentric. Yeah, you're right. And it's like it's your fault. It's not true. It's not fair. The way how the system set up. And we're gonna talk about that. Muhammad is the one. Thanks for coming. So we have to have these discussions within our community. Because Carlos was getting scraps and all like that. So imagine how different nationalities had adopt us, especially as kids, right? You know when we don't get for them because to them we not probable anyway. You would serve main things, treat you like crap. But after Central, I could tell you this: you should commend yourself, and we commend you, the beautiful queen that you become to be. You refuse to be a victim anymore, and that's a beautiful thing. And you need to be commended for that. And I respect you, and I love you. But we gotta talk about this, family. We gotta talk about a lot of our kids is being adopted, being taken away, and they be saying, "Oh, the parents unfit," and sometimes, it's not true. I'm happy using a good home, and I'm proud. Again, I'm proud of you. And yeah, she's doing a wonderful, excellent job raising the baby. Excellent. Working on herself because again, she refused to be a victim. But at the same time, you got, when our kids be adopted, we gotta have a fair shot. We gotta be in fair opportunities. Stop seeing us as dollar signs. See us as human beings. You have these parents, they curse at their kids. They put them in programs. They supposed to pick them up. They had them stay in the isolated place for hours and hours. No, they have to pick them up, but they go to their meetings and stuff, or maybe go somewhere and leave them right there. They have to fend for themselves. Oh yes, the darkness is going in tonight. And they need to be called out. And even some of our people doing the same thing too. They need to get called out too. So that's why I'm saying let's watch out for each other. We gotta take better care of our kids. And that's one of the few after century you got treated well because majority don't get treated well. They go through the process, put them in the box. Telling lies. Oh, the child act up, give them drugs. Oh, he act up, and they don't check on the parents. They beating the hell out these kids for nothing, but they getting that money spent on themselves while the kid look bummy. Salute to you, brother Cat PY2. Again, we gotta talk about these issues. We really do. I don't understand. I ain't gonna say I don't understand. Let me stop saying that. But we don't talk. We don't talk about stuff in our community. We don't. When adoptive parents do, I'm not saying all of them, but majority do shopping, they get the best stuff while they shop for their kids for food and get them shit, get them nothing. Had them eat like savage while they eating gourmet food. But the checks is under their kid's name. Zeus the Flipper one. Salute to you. Thanks for coming. Gab Talk Media. Thanks for coming, brother. Thanks for coming. He's going to interview somebody that is part of the family. See crew. Thanks for coming, brother. I'm going to do another live 9:30. The aftermath. Stay tuned for that. But get back what I'm saying. While our kids, and it goes for other kids and other nationalities too, goes for them. But I definitely want to channel more in our community. And they get being mistreated. They don't get them toys or nothing to play with. Oh, they don't want to be around people. Well, you don't take care of them. You don't talk to them. You don't communicate with them. You don't play with them. And these are the ones that made it bad, that the ones that want to do the right thing. This system. And that's what we have to watch out for each other in our community. It's very important. Yeah. Facts, Afrocentric. And you took the words right out of my mouth. I was getting ready to talk about it too. I'm gonna talk about it too. And that's one of the main reasons they get them. And they don't spend none, and they do not spend that none of the kids. They don't buy them clothes. If they like allergic to anything, they need medicine. They don't even check them that they need medicine. Then if the child dies, oh yeah, other side 40 sister, I was a foster parent at one time. That's why I'm talking like this. In New York, I was a foster parent. I was with this young lady. We was foster parents. I was a secondary foster parent. I was the one like taking the kids onto to their doctor's report. I mean, their doctor's appointments. They when they need to go to a psychiatrist and do all that. I was doing that. But get back what I was saying. And then when the child doing something, they want to bring them back to the agency and get another one. Yeah, they do get paid out, but it depends what state you in. Like if you headed a case, right? And then if you have somebody like live with you that also secondary foster parents, you just there. You know, you go through the classes, you go through the process and check your FBI, check you out and everything. But oh, salute to Gab Talk Media. Salute to you, brother. And so we have to understand the process. We got to learn the legislation, how they do things. So certain things I'm saying, I know what I'm talking about. And then not tell we can, and then we cannot forget about the ones that work for the agency that had a bad attitude. If y'all would hear the conversation that I heard, and I tell you this, y'all shake your head. They're not talking about the birth mother or the birth father. They still sick because now they see the money is coming in. Well, I need to get my child back, but you're not ready to even take care of yourself. Because again, they only see dollar signs. Oh, I need to get fresh. Forget about him. I forget about him or her. I could take them to Subway. I could take them to McDonald's. And you end up making food for you and her, you and your boyfriend or your husband or your wife or your girlfriend. Then we don't talk about even the parents that have kids already. Thank you, appreciate that. And they don't understand that that's their card you use it, and then they don't get the benefit out of it. When I was living with the ex, when I was a backup foster parent, I said, "What do you want?" I just want chips. That's all you want? You don't want no soul none? No. I said, what happened up to? They never got it for me. Not even the agency. And it's very, very telling. And it's been going on for a very long time. Information man, salute to you, brother. Salute to you. And again, before I continue, I will do another live tonight, 9:30, the aftermath. 9:30, the aftermath. And so after all this really going on, the child is being disrespected, getting disrespected. And while the parents, they getting away with murder. Do you? And then I want to talk to the men too. If you live with a woman, if you deem you foster parent, and then that birth mother don't like men, but you could be a good man. You could be you could be an inspiration. She could tell the agency, I don't want him to be around my child. Even though you went through the process of becoming foster parent. I'm talking like this because it happened to me. Get lied on, tell the child what to say. So we have to do a better job to identify the signs, the trouble signs that is happening in our community. And I know some kids could be badasses. That's true, but like I said, we got to take our own. We cannot let other nationalities to take care of our kids because they're going to use them and abuse them. They're going to try to do whatever they can to take away whatever little culture that they have of us. That's how they do it. And they don't care. I remember a few times, this is when I was a foster parent, this back like 2007, where I was with the ex at the time in New York. I remember it was a foster parent. They were so nice to this child. When they left the AC, was cursed this little boy and girl, you MF, you ain't nothing. That's why I'm spending your money. That's why I'm going to take you to the spot and buy you just hero and some chips and something to drink. Because this is my money. F your mother. Your mother ate this. Your father ate this. And that's the sad thing about it. Even you trying to report it, that they're not gonna file that up because hey, everybody, the ones in there, they getting their hands greased up. Sometimes gender plays a part, sometimes it don't. But I tell you one thing, the grown-ups, they are not watching our kids, especially not in our community. Sometimes when they have an asthma attack, they don't even they spend all the money up. They still don't even want to help the child to get better. Oh, and then we like go more about the agency. We had a child named Justin. He was 3. and he had an asthma attack. And I used to have asthma. So I told him, I said, whatever you do, just lay on your stomach, lay on my lap, and just breathe. Just don't breathe hard. Just breathe. Cause that was that time I take him to agency so you can see the mother. And that same day, to pick up his medicine. And do you know, family, that they didn't want to give me the medicine, but they had me down there as, backup foster parent. And that's what I am. They have to call the ex to get off work to make sure they get the medicine. She said, but he's here. I didn't know. He is on the record. I don't know how is it right now. I'm just telling you what happened in 2007. So if a man and a woman in our community live together, y'all want to become foster parents, you have to make sure to be close knit together. Do not let them, pull you apart. And that's very important. They don't sleep well. They hungry. Lost out of touch of get to know people. Again, I'm just stating facts. We can't keep on letting this go on. We got to keep on pushing. But we have to understand there are some people that's not willing to do the right thing. And and also what they do too, they lie on them so much that it sounds believable. So we have to do it. But and at the same time too, let's find out programs in our community that deals with adoption and even foster kids. I'm saying, like, it's up to you. You want to live with you or not, and there have to be programs out there. And see you later, Nikki. Thanks for coming. Let's get them lights up and teach them about our history, our heritage. And that's very important. So, like I said, I'm not going to be here for long. I just want to let you know that I've gone through some things, experience with Carlos, and won't come in. Y'all could get down on a rewind. But the same ones in here, I want y'all to join at 9:30. Get your pen and paper. That's very important. And but yeah, but I would never discourage our people. They want to adopt kids and stuff, but make sure let's try to adopt our own. Let's let take our own. That's what I'm saying. So they can have that connection. And let's fight for it. You know, so it really, really depend on us to make it right. And then one thing too, if they been like a lesbian bad, they lock them out the house. And yeah, exactly. Afrocentric, right, right. And so, and then we have to understand that the ones who work in the system too, majority of them is very prejudiced, sexist, feminist. Gotta deal with that too. You know, but again, shout out to Art, Nusa, what's good? What's peace, fam? Good. Thanks for coming. The one just came here. I will do another live 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, the aftermath. Um, so stay tuned for that. But we gotta take our own kids. Darian Marion, what's good? Oh yeah, definitely. Facts, Miss Classy 26. Facts. And it's not a fair process, especially for us as people. It's not. Even foster care, it's not fair. When I was a foster parent, when I was a backup foster parent, they did not highly want no man become foster parent, even black men. They was getting turned up. They was getting turned up. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Woody. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And and at times it caused friction in the household. It caused friction in the marriage. Caused friction in the relationship. You know, we gotta see it for what it is, and then there was another time they lived in deplorable place. Now the plus sometimes the place look good, but where they at, it is crumbling. And that's why sometimes when they go to school, we wonder why they fall behind. They foster parent or adopted parents. They treat them like they treat it like garbage. So it's it's sad, you know. It really is, you know. It's not enough help in our communities. It really ain't. Just don't. They just don't. Mm. Let me ask. If anybody want to join the panel for a few minutes, feel free. Because in a few minutes, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut in a few minutes. I'm gonna end this, and I'll be back 9:30. So just let me know. If not, no problem. And sometimes they send them to the store late at night to get food. Yes, 9:30 tonight. Miss Classy 26. Pen and paper. No. So, oh, you want to join the panel right now? Let me know. If not, no problem. But I definitely want you to come back 9:30. It's a true story, the aftermath. But and oh yeah, let me before I continue, I'm gonna handpick my panel tonight. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think I have your Oh, okay, hold on. When you get it, just come on. Um, I just seen the link, brother. Watch out for it. Okay. Oh, there he is. Okay. Peace, brother. How you doing?
What's going on with your fam?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm better.
Okay, okay.
I pray. Well, we was talking about what I was going through, and also I was I I talk I create this um topic tonight because a lot of our kids is being used, especially in the adoption and foster care. Huh?
I'm listening to you.
And and it's not being mentioned enough. Now there are some that know the process, and there's some don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I urge us as a people that when we have the ones that is taking care of our kids, we have to put ourselves out there to understand that at times it can be racial too,
Yeah, I think.
especially
Go ahead, brother.
and especially our boys, our young men.
Yeah, I think the part that we have to really keep understanding is that, or to continue to understand that the majority of our inner city youth are in group homes. They don't have their parents,
Right.
and some of these group homes are pretty unbearable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm quite. It's just not all group home parents that are bad,
Right.
but there's a large percentage of group home parents that are really taking these children every which way from the time that they're little until the time when they're 18.
Mm-hmm.
So in between that time, a lot of these children are looking for answers, whether it's on the streets, whether it's in social media, or from the group home parent that might not even know better themselves. They just want the money from the government.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at those in totality, and then also when you're going with, I think some of these people taking our kids in other countries. Would you believe? I think, if I'm not mistaken, for those Catholic people in the chat, if if a priest gets caught molesting a boy or what have you, I believe his punishment is to send him to Latin America. But that was it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what kind of system to put in place to protect our children, but they are at risk. And the main thing, I'm quite sure, the goal is to make sure the masculinity is completely shut down.
Mm-hmm.
If you can shut the masculinity down, then basically you have full control of any nation until another wave will rise.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if you do all, the whole thing is that what me and you were talking about
Mm-hmm.
is nothing new. This
No,
is
not at all. No.
we just get to see it. You know, we got TVs now, we got computers, we got video footage. You know, we have references now. So, you know, it's good that you're doing this, because if not, then we probably still have to wait another 10 to 20 years until someone says what you're saying. So every now and then you do have to, even though some of our people do heinous things to our own,
Mm-hmm.
I think that it cuts much deeper when somebody else does it, because sometimes there's no bounce back from it. We
Right.
don't have a parachute or an escape route after the madness. That's why a lot of people are, turning out kind of crazy when they get older, and it's kind of even hard to talk to them because nobody was there for them when they were younger. That's what they're feeling. So I try to be patient, but I'm being long-winded. I'm sorry, brother.
No, you're not being long-winded. I'm glad that you know that I'm talking, because at times when I do different topics, it seems like some of our people don't want to get it. And this is it's very dear to me because I've been talking like this for a long time.
Yeah, a lot of the staff don't like me because I'm the flashlight. You know, if somebody looks suspect, I'm going to be, you know, nudging some of my students and like, you know, hey, you got to be careful for this person. You see how they look at you? I mean, I get all into that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know, that's what we all should be doing. I mean, I talk about some of these teachers in the elementary, especially the elementaries. Now, high school, you got some, you know, they're big enough to defend themselves. But in elementary, we're looking at between 180 to 190 days of instruction without an administrator looking over their shoulder while they're with kids unsupervised. Think about that. So we don't know what went down on some of these young people over the years, and it's probably just too much for them to even share with us because basically they're trying to get it out their mind, but yet they don't understand that their behaviors are tied to their experience. So you're looking at that, then you know, I'm reading your topic, you know, the adoption part. I mean, that's the whole, you know, I hear different YouTubers and just different people in general, you know, pretty much echo what Dr. Frances Quest Welsing said. She also said this that people don't like about sagging. She said the sagging is a symbol of taking off the pants and putting on a dress because your pants are almost off. That's what he said. That's a matter of fact. I'm not sure if it's in Isis papers, but it's in a lot of her lectures.
Yeah, and also she states that Dr. Neely Fuller back in the mid-70s, he said in the next 30 years, if this keep on going on, they're gonna attack our young men. They're gonna become homosexuals because the way how the medicine, the way how they take away their masculinity in all levels, especially in economics. And then you know, and people laughed at it.
Yeah, because people like, you know, they like that whole, you know, they just like the way certain things are going because of fantasies, movies, things like that. So even though the movies are out there, people trying to make that reality instead of their own reality. And while they're doing that, we're ignoring the kids being violated from people that don't look like us. So that's the problem. The attention is not on the right thing. You know, this is, I mean, put it this way. Let's talk about the mothers, the single mothers. There's a lot of single mothers that are so busy in dealing with a lot of stuff. Sometimes they're not able to tend to their child. They might they might be looking at, like, say for example, they got like 3 or 4 of them. They probably got a good hold on 2 of them. But there's another 2 that somebody else got their eye on and it might corrupt their mind. And then since the mother has like probably 2 jobs or a lot of things going on, the only thing that she can try to do is mother intuition to figure out what's going on. But people are so sneaky, they're so cunning that they can corrupt the minds of the young and break up any family or any kind of well put together union between any entity in the family. So I always try to appeal to the single moms. You can't do it alone. I know there's certain people that you might think that's trying to take your children all over the place, but just try to surround yourself with people that you can trust so they can make sure that whenever you're busy, you know, somebody's going to be able to have your child's back and make sure your child grow up to be president. I mean, that's the bottom line, regardless of what situation you're handed. Just make sure that you have other eyes because you can't do it alone.
Yeah, it's true. And I think that we have to, you know, we have to like be more family oriented. We have to we got to put ourselves out there, you know, and we got to stop being selfish. We cannot be on one sector of our community. We got to be on all sectors in our community because the hunt is on. It really is. This system is deliberately trying to take us out. Is they and they
Yeah.
and they use our kids and these cliches that they have within the system. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just seconding what you're saying, but I'm
And
listening.
so for me, it was very important to do this subject tonight that I've been going after for years.
No, it's not a problem. I just hope that I can just add some
No, you're not a problem at all. You're an excellent addition, and you know, just for me, it's like I know I'm not the only one talking about it, but it's a lot of us. I mean, I'm just for me, it's like it's very important, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, because with the part that really bothers me the most in my age right now, and I think a lot of brothers on the panel that's my age, I'm not saying I have a whole bunch of wisdom, but I know I have a lot to just leave behind so that some of our young brothers could be able to get things to where they can get to places much faster than what they're trying right now. And the disconnect is so far to where, I mean, think about the rap. Yabba, dabba, dabba, yabba, yabba,
Yeah.
It's like, how do I break that or cut through that just to let them know that 1 + 2 = 3.
Right.
And that number 3 is going to help you to paradise. How would I be able to get that with those low vibrational tones? Me and Griff, sometimes we talk about that. Sometimes, I mean, I don't know if he's joking, but he said sometimes it's a good thing. Because him and Black Dot says the same thing. But I'm like, man, I don't know about that. Because when you're dealing with like me and you talking right now, that's a vibrational exchange. So therefore, we can build it to where the vibration is much stronger and just cut through everything regardless of the madness. But their frequency is kind of hard to really cut through, is because let's just keep that real. That sound did not come from the hood. That came from the industry.
Right.
That's the industry frequency infiltrating the mind of the young. So basically, do I infiltrate the industry to get to the young? You know what happens to them people? They disappear.
Yeah. Right.
So, it got to be some way, but I guarantee if I found some way, it wouldn't be on YouTube.
Oh, no, not at all. Yeah. Yeah, that's fact. That's fact. And I can tell you like this, there's quite a few things that ain't going to be on social media, period.
Yeah.
So that means that we got to get back to the old school of things and start creating again for our people. Stop relying on what's going on in the system, because it's not helping us.
Yeah. So I'm appealing, just like you said, I'm appealing to that because I was on Information Man show when he had Brother Ben X on there. And I pretty much praised him to the works he's doing. One of the things I recognize that he's doing, he's going to different states and having, and meeting people and having meet and greets and get-togethers and seminars and all kinds of stuff. And that's where it starts. So yeah, it's good to do the YouTube, but you already know that this only has so much shelf life.
Right.
We're going to have to start, we have to start giving each other a good reason why we should go to the state where you are, or in Texas, or anywhere else. Or I see Poetic Kales. Or, I should go see you in ATL, Poetic Kales. like something. A matter of fact, hell, that's supposed to be the second conscious community, damn near. So there should be always some way to where we meet, and not only we meet, but when we meet, we make sure that we walk away with a plan to execute, and then meet again with results. I mean, other people are doing that. I don't know why we're not getting this message.
So you know why? And maybe you already know the answer. Because we want to be around certain ones. We don't want to broaden our vision to the greater of our community. See, I said that, brother, because I did a live stream about status, part 1 and 2. You can go look for it, see for yourself. And I was breaking it down why people are so division. Just look at the big channels. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some big channels are good that are socializing, but some of them, if your rhetoric, if they feel that your rhetoric is not there, they're not gonna be around. They're not gonna be with you.
Yeah.
And instead of just spread it out, like what I'm doing, I'm spreading mine out.
Yeah, I mean that's the bottom line. That's how it goes. Because I was really thinking, because half the time, I don't know about you, but when I'm driving, and a lot of thoughts start going through my mind. And I really thought about the conscious community when I was coming up, when I was in my late teens and then 20s and 30s. I noticed the people, because it seems like the conscious communities have, there's different generations that go through the conscious community. So my generation, most of my generation, I ain't gonna lie, we went to college. So some people disappeared and some people still around, right? And some people are trying to continue the blueprint of what, we actually saw John Henry Clark in person. We saw Joseph Ben Yakin like in person when he was younger.
Right.
We saw all these people. The thing is that it's a shame that if we were in those circles and didn't really continue what was working, because brother, it was working. We were working up, man. We were hell. That matter of fact, I laugh when people in the so-called conscious community say things against college, because we weren't talking like that back then. Never, ever. That's a new phenomenon right now. Well, you waste your time in college. Hell, they didn't say that stuff back in the 80s and 90s. Never. And even the ones that were going to college, they didn't really pee or shame people that didn't go.
Nah.
I noticed that mutual respect back then. Now that I'm talking about in the conscious community. Now you got your coons and your Uncle Tom Sambos and all that. They were, they knew that they knew they weren't welcome. When you have people like Larry Elder coming to LA, he got the business. The South Central's like, hell no, you ain't coming around here.
Exactly. I was born and raised in New York, and it wasn't even like, now you're cool. Now you can't get in the building. You can't even get off the plane. Yeah.
So that's where I come from. Yeah. So every time I hear people say something different, I'm like, I push back. Like, no, man, that's not how we. Matter of fact, that's when things worked. You know what I mean? That's what. Let me see. EC said there was more prospects from college grads back then. Yes, that's true, because I'm one of them. Matter of fact, I told Griff, I'm gonna throw Griff in there. I told him directly. I said, just because of you and Public Enemy, I really wanted to go to college. Boogie Down Productions, KRS-One, I really wanted to go. And I'm not saying that was supposed to make me blacker. I just knew that got me something to where I'm able to use my expertise, get in a good position, and still stay conscious at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. And Muhammad is the one brother in the chat. He said he's right, because most of the conscious movement start on the college campus. He said, let you know that. That's true.
Yep. The Black
Panther was born. That is really born. And then we're not really talking about like in the 20s and the 30s. It was harder then.
Yeah, and they still went to college, man. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
They still did Tuskegee. They still did Cornell. They did the thing, man. And they were they were still getting lynched. But they was starting their own institutions. They were starting their own movement. Hell, remember they said black business were booming back then compared to now.
Right.
Go figure.
And you know what? And then I'm gonna go one thing too, brother. We talk about the Black Wall Street. I want y'all to go on my channel with the community at. I did Weeksville, Brooklyn. Westwood was one of the first black neighborhoods in the United States was prospering. But you don't hear nothing about that because it was non-existent back in the 1940s. But they had their own church. We have our own church. We have our own newspaper. And now I'm talking about the mid 1800s.
Yeah. So that's the part. You know what? That's the history that not too many people want to talk about today. They say that history is irrelevant, but we still catching hell right now. So what is irrelevant? You know what I mean? What is relevant? I mean,
yeah, like I said, go people in the chat, go people in the chat, go to my channel where community at. You will find it Weeksville Part 1 and Weeksville, Brooklyn, Part 1 and 2. I did this almost a year and a half ago. And then so we have the blueprint, but you know what, brother, I find out? We think some of this is, this ancient times. But it applies right now. What is you talking about?
Look at Bruno Mars. This is a damn shame. I'm serious. We got a man that is, I don't know, ambiguously black or whatever he is, not black sometimes, whatever he is. But this guy is flourishing on stuff that we used to do in the 80s. We did it better than him, but he's getting the most success.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm not blaming him too much because basically we turn our backs when stuff is considered so-called old. That's why I like the neo soul and all that kind of stuff. At least they're trying to hold on to a legacy. You know, they're trying to bring in the Philly sounds and all that kind of stuff to keep it relevant. But average, remember, I kind of mocked today's rap or whatever, but that's what they're holding on to. I mean, look at it. The #1 female rapper right now is who? Cardi B. Okay. And people have to explain away what she really means. But if you didn't really explain what she really means, you'll still know what she really means. But at the same time, you'd already know that our 4-year-olds, 5-year-old girls are looking at this lady, no matter how much we try to hide her. So I'm just saying is that we have so many great things about us that we set behind. There is a blueprint. Matter of fact, there's like damn near thousands of blueprints that you can use. But the problem is we don't think it's relevant because I think you were leading to it to where it's too old or outdated or played out or it's not sexy and all that kind of BS. So one day, I mean, I see some younger people, probably like these little 13 and 12-year-old children. They got a little fire in them. So I'm just hoping that they continue that. Matter of fact, I take them under my wing more than the older people because I'm like, look, okay, I like what you're saying, but let me give you some more stuff to help you to get more stronger with it, and then come back and tell me what you think. So I do that, and I let other teachers know, keep an eye on her, keep an eye on him. You know, they're gonna be there, they're gonna be that. So I've been really doing that quite a bit because I don't want to lose that connection.
Right. Yeah. Excuse me. I think it's very important that, especially us as brothers, we gotta talk about issues about foster care and adoption and why it goes hand in hand of education. And I want to talk about that. I really want to talk about this next year, you know, with you, maybe on the panel and get some brothers and sisters, you know.
Most definitely. I'm trying to see because I've been talking to Booker T. Coleman, known as Dr. Kaba Kabane, because this one of his specialties, you know. So maybe I can probably start getting him on some of these panels too, so he can start throwing more wisdom.
Well, he can come on. Long as they respect my panel. That's all. Yeah. I'm willing. I think I don't think you know. You do know. You know. I do touch on issues that hardly nobody don't want to talk about. Yeah,
because me and him. Reason why we hooked up because we teach the same way. We teach exactly the same way, and he was blown away when he saw some of my footage, and I saw I saw him on Hidden Colors. I'm like, dang. So most of the time, since he's my elder or my mentor, I pretty much bounce ideals off of him and what's needed for our children. And it's pretty much echo what me and you were saying anyway. But you know, he has more of he's long in the tooth. So that's the stuff that we really need.
Yeah, definitely. I'm with that. He welcome to come to the bed if he's willing. See, it's all about solutions. So if he's willing,
I'm trying to get him in these different panels and stuff so he can share some things.
You know, I got some things I want to share too. We got to talk about special education. How they using that to profit our kids, especially young boys. And that is another conversation that we don't talk about enough. How do they play this gender war?
Yeah, the hardest part. I mean, the thing is, I know Omar Johnson, but I lost touch with him a couple of years ago. It's hard to get a hold of him. But special education, that's Omar Johnson's baby. Unfortunately, the controversy and all that stuff that he's facing, it just makes it hard for him to really sit and just go to a lot of places. But I really wish I could hunker him down and really talk on these kind of things on an intimate level rather than on these big, what do you call it, big streams and big radio shows. Because I think it's much needed. Because when I talk to him, I mean, he's really sincere about these children. It's just that some things are just, some people just have different methods that just doesn't go well with other people. But I'm not going to talk about that. But the main thing is that as far as his field and special education, that's the dude. That's the guy. Yeah. Everything he touches on, I'm already witnessing over here at my job.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, and he's in another area, but it still goes on around the country because special education is a hustle. It's a hustle because the thing is, it's supposed to be, he touched on it, but it really gives the state an excuse to put extra drugs in your sons, especially your sons, and give them to them at a young age. That's why some of your children, I don't know if people are out there, but sometimes your children fall asleep at the dinner table. Right. They're not doing a lot of work. They just fall asleep out of nowhere. They fall asleep in class. They're looking at certain work. They can understand it, but they still can't do it. I mean, these are the symptoms here based on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And usually they use special education to put those drugs in these children, administer these drugs in these children. So the girls, I think sometimes girls have these cleansing process to where it doesn't affect them as much. The other things affect them more than drugs. But the guys, it really messed things up with the girls.
Yeah, I could tell you because I was part of that community, and I see a whole lot how they underhand how they do. Like I give you a case in point, and I'm saying a few things, and then after that you say your last month I close up because I got to get ready for the 9:30 live. But I can see what they used to do, the special education. Now that I'm talking about in the 70s. Mm-hmm. They used to have the young girls get their lunch, and the women. I want you to understand. I'm not picking on y'all. I want you to understand this. Have an open mind. What I see, what I've been through, and I know I'm not the only one talking like this. They used to have the young girls get the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when we send us up there, if there's none up there, there's none.
Wow.
And then, like, we go to assembly, they had them make sure they okay. And we supposed to be in class, so we have to find a seat. Not talking about the other grades. They already sit with their class, but we have to fend for ourselves.
Yeah.
So when I talk about certain things, I know what I'm talking because I've been through it. And when people say, "Oh yeah, you can get over," there's certain things you cannot get over. And I think that when I was young and said that, I always had a in-depth about our history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A oppressed system. So that's what, like, in my pre-teams, I consider myself an advocate, fighting against the system, what it really stands for.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say weed is the new Ritalin. And I'm not talking about the weed that's grown from your friend's house. I'm talking about the weed from the industry. Because you think that when they grow that stuff, it's all organic and taken care of and nicely. Hell no. That stuff is grown just like anything with Monsanto and chemicals and all that. So basically, the thing is, the Ritalin, it got to the point to where, you have to go through certain procedures and all that kind of stuff. But they already know that once weed gets into the community in a certain form to where it's an addiction, you don't have to do a prescription. They're gonna find a way to get it. So you have 12-year-olds, 13-year-old people gotta have that. And then basically that's when they start coming to the schools docile, unfocused, and even some of them have flu shots with the weed from the dispensaries. And we're wondering what's going on. And they've been doing this for several years since that stuff came out. Because you see them lines and stuff, they're not standing in line because they got a pain and whatever. They got a mental pain, but not like the pains that people really have for cancer and all that kind of stuff. So we got to start looking at all the things that the government said that it's okay and legal. Just because the government said it's legal, don't mean that there's not something behind the legalities. Okay, so that right there, I would appeal to people to really be careful what you put in your body, regardless of what reason you have, because this stuff is very serious. Because we're getting it from all sides. We're getting it from religion. We're getting it from health. We're getting it from media. We're getting it from education. We're getting everything, and that's why I tell these kids, when I see you graduate, sometimes, I wish I had money to give you, because you really, the way what I just described, you really wasn't supposed to make it in the first place. You're supposed to be wasted away, and somebody mentioned prison to pipeline through the systems. That's what they expect you to do, to go to prison and give that free labor. Okay, what do you think that these other people that I'm segueing way back up to your point about the adoption, and I'll wrap it up real quick. But why do people think that some of these people that don't look like us are taking these black children? It's because they're grooming them. They're grooming them for different purposes that don't even serve nature. Okay, so when they're done with them, either they take their organs or they send them to prison. Yeah. These kids are just used as machines. That's it. And I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Last remarks, my brother. Then I'm gonna make my last remark. Oh yeah, family. I just typed this in. I just texted this in the chat. 9:30 p.m. tonight Eastern Time. The aftermath. So I want the same ones come in here. I want y'all to come through and bring more people, because I'm talking about myself. It's going to get a little emotional, but get your pen and paper. Class is in session. Go ahead, my brother. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm done. I'm just waiting on you to do the splits and spin around and wait till the curtains close.
Crazy. Yeah, brother, I want you to come tonight, and I really do. If you can, that'd be very much appreciated, because this is continuation of the live stream that I did 2 months ago.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna say is once upon a time, a black woman violated me. Okay, and after that, I said, what happened and stuff. Now it is the aftermath.
Right.
That's why I said pencil, piece of paper tonight, because that issue is not being talked about either.
Have you heard? Do you stay in contact with Prophet of Thought?
Not. I know him. We good. No, I don't. You know, I go. I know when he's having his notifications. You know, I'll go to his channel. But you know, nah.
This is one of the things that he talks about on the regular.
Oh, okay.
You might want to, or maybe I can send something to him, let him know that maybe y'all can do some kind of, you know, one-on-one or something, because he goes deep in what you just talked about.
Yeah, also I've been talking about this for a long time too.
Yeah, that'd be good to really just, you know, for you know, how can I say, make the flames even larger for people to see it from afar.
But I would say this, brother, our sisters had to take charge of this issue too. It cannot be just brothers.
Yeah.
And I think that there are some sisters that they still think that it doesn't happen. They think, oh, you asking for it. But what about we can know we not all right, all due respect, we're not talking about you. We always talk about you. We talking about us.
Right.
And so we have to learn how to stick to the issue.
Yeah.
And I think that is the problem. That is the big problem right there.
Yeah, you got my support. So you know, I'll keep looking and looking out for what you're doing, and whenever I'm free, I go ahead and you know, just add some good vibes.
Okay. All right. Stay right there, bro, Chaco. This is an excellent excellent bill. You know, I broke down parenting, foster help and adoption. And then we gotta do better. We gotta know the process. We have to learn to take care of our own children. Even like if you can't, look out for some programs that you can stay with them a few hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, and that's the next way. You got to know the legislation, because each state is different. You got to know the legislation. We got to educate ourselves. And we got to learn to pass it on. Because I'm all about us as a people to mobilize and do for ourselves.
So true. So
but I understand the way how this suppressed system. That's why I always say this, that let's get what we can in this system, and little by little to build for our system, so we can leave this system alone.
Yeah, that's what's needed. So I'll be looking out.
Okay, so 9:30 tonight, the aftermath. 9:30 tonight, 9:30 p.m. tonight, the aftermath. Brother, I hope I see you then. The aftermath. I'm going in. Pencil and piece of paper. Pen or piece of paper. The aftermath. We'll close this up. Thanks again, my brother. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Okay. So hope to see y'all little less than an hour. I know y'all need to get some food and stuff and get yourself together. 9:30 tonight, the aftermath is going down.
Right.
It's going down. Stay tuned. Class is in session. Thanks again, my brother. Very much appreciated.
Oh, much respect, brother.
Thank you. On that note, 9:30 tonight, but this one, Ghost